Ooh, guys, we are back. Okay, we are back. Let's just hop right into it. There's no need for intros really when we can just get right into it. So I think we're still on trial, which is crazy. Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it all your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. Would you have gotten the death penalty? I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you're wonderful out there. Cause this girl is like she's here, but like I feel like her mother wouldn't want her to be here. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. But thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? We didn't really trick, we just kind of present whatever's. By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of heart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sis's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Okay. Your sister, are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. She speaks the truth. Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of... Oh, here we go. She's just gonna be crazy this whole time. I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. What the hell? Yes, sir. I don't like calling her sir, but... Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Okay. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix. How you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Oh my gosh. Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. But it's not. That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Like, there's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. Like, let her say her name. My name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Like, now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? No. I will not allow Andy's people to be considered my family. Only the doc and the defendant went to the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang, we hear the gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Okay. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon, course. Eh? Excuse me? Reckon course is short for you reckon. Of course I did. Oh my goodness. This girl is like just insane. Doesn't look like I care. Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of the truth will be in that picture. Let's see here. Here's the picture. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay. Now that's a bit odd. It certainly seemed that only the defendants and the victim were in that room. But I feel like their places are switched, are they not? Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Yeah, we can do this. Because we can do it. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. Right. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Irk. True. Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you, witness? Continue. Okay, like... We were waiting outside the door and then bang, we hear the gunshot. Cause like... We heard too. Was it really a gunshot? Of course it was. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Irk. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. Yeah, we sound stupid as hell. And why are we listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Okay. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. We did. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yeah, we're sounding kind of stupid. Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. What does she mean by that? Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. Okay. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony. Well, she shouldn't be. Lotta, please think back to the day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? What did she say? I was murdered. Click. Lotta, at a time like this? Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Yeah. When you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... True. She couldn't. Order, Miss Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one, again. Obviously we are. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of that room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? Oh. But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? What about... behind the folding screen? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Rec given. Huh? What in the... Rec given, you know. You reckon that's a given. Okay. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Rec given. I mean, I'm a little I'm having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as reckon giving... Oh my god. Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Just as I thought. There's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. That sucks. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. True. So... we kinda are screwed. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Does that mean you would like me to save my game? Because I'd love to do that. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? It's not Maya because... I don't know. Let's see here. Why is it not her? I don't think I could present anything yet. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. I didn't say anything about giving up. If I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument... That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious... No, we need to, Ms. Von Karma, do you have any further questions for the witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... can we just say that, like... Oh my god. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, what the hell? Now she's Pearl? I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But Pearl's... Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? There's no way she can fit in those. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? No. Dr. Gray. Click. I was murdered. What? Click. Lotta, at a time like this, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. Okay. You see, there's one final piece of this puzzle. Mia? Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Oh. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period? No. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. What do you mean? I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Oh. Von Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry up and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Yeah, it was. Okay, let's see. We broke into that room. All I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Okay. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony was very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Okay. Sure. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. So, what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. Okay, then perhaps the body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Eh? Well, I reckon that's possible. Probably not. If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling, or maybe... Oh my gosh. A foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish fool such as you. It's honestly such a mouthful. I think she should stop saying that. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. Right. Right. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya. Are y'all done here? Can I continue? Honestly. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. And even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer. That's why I'm getting out of this business here. This gal's gonna get dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Oh my goodness. Mr. Phoenix Wright, would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Well, would it, Mr. Wright? It actually would kill me, because if I don't stay off topic, then how am I gonna I don't know. I kinda BS my way through this stuff. Nice, tag teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful I'm not in 5.1. I don't know what any of that means. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a good shot. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's this other picture you've been withholding? Honestly. No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown the other picture to the court yet? Well, isn't it obvious that prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it? Oh, what? Von Karma. Show us that picture then. Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. I'm gonna confront her. Your Honor, the defense asked that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes. Me, in contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry I lost my composure. Yeah, but it really isn't fair for us. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could she think that, though, really? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just as much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that way, if you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Good. That's literally a different woman right there. You can't tell me that's not a different woman right there. Like, what is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day of the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. Exactly. Because who's that woman? What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? It's not Maya. Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn, then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Exactly. Even though I think she channeled her, but... Order! 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 Well, yes, I believe you're correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry dessert, Phoenix. Girl, what are you trying to say? Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling? Yeah, because she knows about the channeling technique. I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. What the hell? This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit, but that isn't her. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? It is. She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Oh, she found us out. It's unbelievable that she can... I like how the judge disbelieves everyone. Yes, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. Okay. This girl is crazy. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. Yeah. I don't claim to understand this, but I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is a defendant Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. No, because this is crazy, like... Is there any way I can prove that this person in this picture is not Maya? Can we? I can't. It's no good. My argument doesn't hold any water. I see the defense is staying silent on this one. Yes, Your Honor. And to think, I even gave you this chance to prove your point for free. But you couldn't even point yourself out in a lineup. Yes. But you could. Well then, I believe we have reached a conclusion. Phoenix. Yes? You can't give up, please, for me. Take a look at the court record again and try to find some way out of this jam. I'll give it another shot. The judge is about to close the trial. You can't let that happen. It's come down to this. Okay. Your Honor, within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. What is it now, Mr. Wright? Oh. Please let me explain. So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. I can't believe they took away. This is not her because I didn't even mean to press that. Oh my gosh, too much is happening. What's strange is that there's blood here. The contradiction lies here. You don't sound very... Oh my god. Oh, I get it. Okay. I don't think... There's no bullet hole here, right? Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve. But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Exactly. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to our argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Honestly. Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Honestly, she's always doing something. Ugh, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face. Is she gonna bow? Tisk tisk. Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed a bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew everything, the bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francisca Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Yeah. Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. Oh. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. Honestly. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, okay? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Okay. Your Honor. There's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The bullet hole was made later. The shooter's someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Craig was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? I'm telling the truth, okay? I'm telling the truth. Order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Please do. Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess. I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. Ah, what the heck? Is that a way to ask a girl a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, If you're lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis. You're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Wow, I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Honestly, because I can't even answer that question. I can't answer that question, I'm sorry. Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right, now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. This is getting really scary. But I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in it to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... we saved our game. That's what. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... something I can't explain yet. I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? And the reason is quite simple, because there is no explanation. That's why. As I thought, another big waste of the court's time. Phoenix, you can't just give up like that. But Mia, rethink things on one more time. There has to be an explanation. I'm already perfect, so of course, my conclusions are also perfect. Grr, alright, Phoenix, calm down and let's try this one more time. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? Okay. Before we forced our way into the chamber, someone had already gone in. Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence. I've proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. And that would be... let's see. There was somebody else. Sorry, let me look at the pictures again. An old steel key. A green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. Would I present this? Please take a good look at this. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna say third person entered it. I say how I'm gonna say because in this photo there's no bullet hole. Like, this is making me really mad. Okay guys, I figured it out. I said that the defendant had left the room because this key is usually supposed to be with her at all times, right? So, Miss Hart, do you remember this key? Let's see if she remembers such a key. Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. The key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fade locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding in it? Let me save my game here, by the way. I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I think you would not be holding this key you see before. Wait. Let me read that. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! Yes, yes. It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's scale is not possible. My perfect case? How's there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm a prodigy. I've never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. Okay. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. Okay, well, that's concerning. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. This is all. Court is adjourned. Okay. Wow. That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yeah, that was crazy. Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great doing, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance? Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Okay, girl, stop. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing, she's so sheltered. Yeah, she does not even know what a ticket is. To be continued. So guys, I did so bad this episode because I was dying left and right. But you really can't blame me. You really can't. Because that was really hard. Okay. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this because I enjoyed it. And this is getting crazy. And the new prosecutor is really rude. Like, why is she hitting us? I don't know. I will see you guys later. Bye.